Hello dear friends, chapter number 13 and topic number 6, that is the electrical generator of subject science, that is of standard 10. Fleming's right hand rule. Fleming's right hand rule is used for prediction of the generated voltage, generated current. If forefinger, that is first finger, represents the magnetic field, central finger represents current, and M, that is thumb, represents the motion of a conductor, then if all of these three are placed perpendicular to each other, see, they are at 90 degree. This forefinger field, central finger C, central finger current, forefinger field, and thumb M, motion. So if we apply this three finger rule to the generation of electricity, then how can we say the direction of this induced current? Let us understand. If there is a magnetism which is having the direction like this, if there is a movement M is in this direction, then the current which will be induced in the coil will be represented by this finger, that is this one, right? So Fleming's left hand rule is used for the motor, for finding out the direction of the movement of the motor, for movement of the armature, whereas Fleming's right hand rule is utilized for finding out the direction of the current which will be induced in the current coil, right? Now let us understand the concept of electrical generator. Once we have understood about how to find out the direction which will be induced in the current, let us now learn about the electrical generator. There are N and S. These are the two poles. In real practice, there will be many magnets will be there, and these magnets are generally prepared artificially by electromagnetism, right? They are actually, these magnets are prepared by electromagnetic phenomena, which we already studied in our previous videos. So here N and S. So direction of field, that is F, is N and S. So this is the forefinger, first finger. So this will be the direction of field. Now if the direction of movement of the conductor is something like this, then the current which will be produced will be in this direction. So now if we take the case of a conductor which is near the North Pole, then what will we be observing? We'll be observing that the direction of field, forefinger field, is something like this. The conductor which is placed near the North Pole is having, for example, movement like this. We are rotating it like this, so it will move like this, hence the current will be like this. So the direction of the current which has been given already in the picture is going inside. Now the case is reversed. In case of the conductor near South Pole, right? Same forefinger field. Now the conductor which is near the South Pole is having direction like this. So it is like this. So now the current is something like this, right? So it is very clear that the direction of the current which is induced in the conductor near North Pole is something like this, and near the south it is something like this. So the direction of current which is induced in this conductor is circular in the shape, is somewhat like this, and this current is taken away, this current is collected, this current is transmitted through the brush and commutator. Now what are the brushes and commutator? Actually they are the components through which we can transfer the current which is generated in the generator to the utilization, towards the utilization, right? So when we see the animation of this generator, it is very clear that whenever a conductor comes near to N pole, then the direction of the generated current will be something like this, and whenever it comes towards the S pole, because the movement is towards N pole, the movement is something like this, but towards S pole the movement is something like this. Upward movement near the North Pole and downward movement near the South Pole. So according to this Fleming's right hand rule, the direction may be given. With the help of this animation, it is very clear to observe the direction, but you yourself will have to try to find out the direction which used to generate in the generator with the help of the Fleming's right hand rule. Now it is confusing, isn't it? Confuse या जाते हैं आप लोग कि भैया कौन सा लेफ्ट हैंड रूल, कौन सा राइट हैंड रूल? तो याद रखो, you might have heard the name of Graham Bell. Who is Graham Bell? Graham Bell was the person who found out, who invented telephone. So you have to remember the name Graham Bell. G for generator, R for right hand. Graham bell. G for generator, R for right hand. So GR, generator, right hand. M for motor, L for the left. So motor, left hand. So in case of the motor, you will have to use the left hand, and in case of the generator, you will have to use the right hand. So you will have to use the word, you will have to remember the word Graham bell. This type of the technique you yourself will have to try to understand, and you yourself will have to create. For example, this Graham bell word I myself have invented, I myself have found out by my own way for the sake of you people. For example, there may be different technique for different person. For example, the person who are speaking Gujarati, they may remember this as generator mate jamno. For example, you have to use right hand, generator mate jamno. Jamno means right hand rule. Nowadays you are using you are listening Gujarati a lot. Even Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma, mostly they are using almost 50 to 30% Gujarati words are being utilized in Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma, right? So you might be very clear about the jamno hath. So जेठालाल बोलता है बार बार मेरा दाहिना हाथ, जमणो हाथ मेहता जी को बोलता है, राइट? मेहता. So this Gujarati people may remember generator માં જમણો, બાકી બધા માટે ડાબુ. In short, if you are not Gujarati, you will have to remember the word Graham bell. GR, Graham bell. G for generator, R for right, and M for motor, L for left. So this Graham bell will help you remember, or you may devise your own method of remembering this right hand and left hand techniques for finding out the direction of induced current in case of generator and direction of movement in case of the motors. But remember, in most cases you will have to use the right hand rule. Only in case of the motor you will have to use the left hand rule. I hope this left hand right hand rule technique are now very much clear to you. And if not, you will have to devise your own way to just recollect whenever they are required. Thank you for watching.